I was wondering if you could tell me about the audition process for that project.
Yeah, it was so Jeff Johns and I had worked like ages ago when we did Blade, the first Blade series, and I was shooting Mulan still, and he gave me a call, and I hadn't heard from him in like a while, and he just kind of talked to me, and he said that he was getting the show, which I know means a lot to him, obviously because of his sister, and told me just to read for the role of Dragon King, this really kind of sinister character, and I'd never heard of him at that point. And so yeah, it's put myself on tape. We got and sent it over to him, and he pushed it all the way through. And yeah, so it was actually him fighting for me the whole time to get be a
Awesome.
part of it. So it was really cool.
So how would you describe your character, Dragon King?
He's this really he's 100-year-old scientist who's spent a lot of time perfecting himself, trying to make himself stronger. And he's just a crazy, intelligent scientist, methodical, patient, and yeah, he's curious about how everything works, especially superheroes and villains and their powers and everything. So
For sure. How is he
yeah.
different from like other characters you played in the past?
Well, first off, he's completely shrouded in a mask and like in got a cape and the whole costume. So that alone has really been fun and difficult and just challenging to play with. Just like not being able to have any facial gestures and just having this crazy hot outfit on. But it's been so much fun and so rewarding.
So what's like a typical day like on set for you?
Typical day on set is mostly a lot of it starts in the makeup, room,
Hmm.
getting everything done for even underneath the mask. There's still stuff to do, and
Yeah.
then you get that, and then you have to do the eyes, and then you spend time with my whole team, struggling to get on my boots and my pants and my cape. Like things are like I'm literally screwed into my
Oh,
outfit.
yeah.
So yeah, kind of that, and then just having fun. I mean, the set is so wonderful. The cast is amazing. We just like love each other, and it's not even really work when we go to set. We
That's
get to go play, and then we kind of go. Even when we're not shooting, we'll watch each other's scenes.
I know Leah Thompson's your director. What has it been
Yeah.
like working with her?
So you're so cool. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, Leah was one of those amazing people because obviously everyone's freaking out over her, and I of course pretended to not really. I was like, oh no, I'm just going to talk about directing. Inside I'm just bursting because I want to talk about Back to the Future. But she was amazing, and she just killed that episode. It was like such a great episode. She really guided us well. I managed to poke her in the eye when I hugged her, which is really embarrassing because I have like deadly collars on my
Oh,
costume.
no.
Which yeah, I take people out all the time. Took out Leah, took out Jeff all the time.
It must be fun though to kind of be on a show that's really different and unique. What's it kind of like to be part of a DC family?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's I was lucky enough before to work with the Marvel world, but now to be in DC, it's great. I mean, and Jeff especially, he's like a god in the DC world, and rightfully so. He's so cool and awesome and amazing. So it's like an amazing just to kind of like be taken under his wing, and especially on this project. I mean, this project means so much to him, and because of that, means so much to us.
Definitely.
We want to do the memory of his sister, honor and everything like that, and it's such a great show, and I think we're doing a great job.
That's all great. And I know besides your DC show, you're also working on the Mulan movie that's
I
coming out soon.
am.
What can you tell me
Yeah,
about
when
the character?
yeah, whenever that comes out, we're still figuring that out. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, Mulan was amazing. Another kind of very different. Obviously, it's huge, huge, epic scale, and it was just so wonderful to be a part of that. And it's so relevant right now when it finally comes out.
Mhm.
But because at the heart of it is still the story of this young girl trying to protect her family,
Mhm.
and in the process of doing that, finding herself and finding her place in the world and her strength and everything else. It's just so beautiful, like what Nikki
Yeah.
Caro, the director, did. I can't wait for you to see it because it's just massive. Like everything about it is beautiful, from the costumes and the sets. We shot in New Zealand, so it's just like
Oh, that's really
I
cool.
can't wait.
Do you think like the movie stays true to the original film, or do you think it has like its own twist?
Yeah, I think obviously there's a lot of stuff that we will still honor from the original film. I think the DNA is shared, but at the same time, it's a retelling of the ancient 500 AD story, the story of Hua Mulan. And I think it definitely gives some nods to the original, but it's very much unique in the way that Nikki's had vision for it. And I think it's a wonderful retelling. And I don't think anyone, obviously there's always going to be someone that's going to be mad that Mushu's not there and that there's not singing. But I really hope that people won't miss it, and I don't think they will because I think it's so powerful and beautiful. and I don't think it misses any of it. And I think it still stays very true and it's very Disney.
Do you have like a favorite scene or a favorite part about being on set that you enjoyed the most?
Yeah, I mean, there's this one part when I'm like watching this epic battle with Mulan, and I'm up on this huge green screen kind of like platform looking down, watching everything, and there's this massive like crane moving up to shoot. And I just remember inside kind of giggling, and I almost like lost it for a second because I was like, this is amazing, I'm on Mulan. But it's like those things, and you have this vista behind you of this mountains, and it's really kind of you feel really blessed and like honored to be a part of something that massive.
Are you working on any other projects right now or just Stargirl and the Mulan film?
I'm just going crazy in my apartment is a show I'm starring in right now. But no, I mean, just like everyone else, just trying to stay safe and stay inside, doing cool interviews like this, promoting Stargirl, promoting Mulan.
Hmm.
We don't know. There's like projects floating around. I did have a film hopefully coming out soon called I Was a Simple Man, and another film called New Year that we shot right before the world ended. So those things, but like everyone else, just waiting for the world to start spinning again
Definitely
normally.
hope
And
hopefully it does
yeah.
soon.